Very much for your time. Matthew, back to you.
Norman, thanks very much. Now, one of the more populist measures is what's being described as the heroism bill. Let's speak to Fraser Whitehead, who's the head of civil litigation at the law firm Slater and Gordon, who is here with me. Thank you so much for your time. What do you think of this idea?
Well, good afternoon. Every one of us wants to help heroes, whether they're civilians or those in the emergency services. But equally, at any time, any of us can be injured by the carelessness and thoughtlessness of another person. The law has to draw a balance, and in this jurisdiction we have a thing called the common law, which is really based on common sense. And the approach it takes is to say that we've got a duty to each other to treat ourselves as neighbours and to take other people into account when we take actions that might harm them. And that is a good way of working it out, which is currently overlaid by the Compensation Act of 2006, some time ago, which imposes a duty for the court to take into account whether desirable activities are involved.
Just in plain speaking, is there a need for this bill? Because Chris Grayling was here not that long ago saying, yes, he talks to voluntary groups, it does put people off helping out. Is there a basic need to actually do this, given your experience?
Absolutely not. And not only that, it's going to be counterproductive, because whereas at the moment the court has to look at whether it's a desirable activity, i.e. public service, now there will be a duty imposed on the heroes to take safety into specific account when they're planning activities. So this is actually introducing more red tape and burdensome and actually making heroes more vulnerable.
Are there many of these cases that you deal with?
Very, very few. They're extremely rare. It is a myth that there's a significant problem here.
OK. Fraser Whitehead, thank you so much for your time. That's just one of the 11 bills. We had the full list a little earlier, 11 bills in total. That was one of them. We had